Well, hello and welcome back yet again to the Tao Manifesting Tarot, the audio edition, the edition for the people who are multitaskers and who want to build their imagination. Because that's how you do it. It's not looking at other pictures from other people, it's not watching any kind of a movie or video, it's listening to audio. It's getting those words and putting your own meaning to those words, building your own images. That's what improves your manifesting ability because it improves your imagination. So that's what we're all about. What you see on your screen will be here exclusively for the entire reading. Bottom row is where we begin, middle card is where we start. Top row is what we go to, and the middle card up top is the last card. So the first card is the middle card at the bottom, the last card is the middle card at the top. Let us begin the Tao Manifesting Tarot for today. Okay, bottom center card, the Oracle card, time to go. If you can see, if you're looking at the screen right now, the number on this Oracle card is 45. 4 and 5 is 9. 9 is an ending, a termination, a wrapping up. And that's what a time to go is all about. Time to move on. Time to pick up your stuff and leave. Go somewhere else. Begin a new adventure. Or maybe extend the adventure that you have right now. But it is time in some aspect of your life to move on. Time to go. Still, bottom row, all the way to the left, Four of Swords. Four of Swords shows a guy resting, 3 swords above him, 1 sword alongside of him. Swords are thoughts, ideas. The Four of Swords is talking about a kind of retreat, a de-stressing, a time out. And I believe with the holidays, most especially in the start of a new year, that's kind of where you are. 2022 has been one of several very, 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 very tough years, and a lot of stuff, a lot of ideas, a lot of words, swords, have been thrown in your direction. And at this point, you are just plain exhausted. All the stuff going around you and all the stuff going on around the world, feeling kind of overwhelming. In part because you thought by now things would have been moving in a very positive direction, and you're realizing ain't happening. In fact, getting down tighter, getting worse. For many, you don't see any improvement at all in your overall life. There may be some parts that are working very well, but overall, you're more constricted and restricted than ever. And so at this point, you're doing 2 things. Stopping thinking, or at least slowing it down, and blocking a lot of noisy data. You understand by now that a lot of the stuff that you've been fed over the past couple of years is baloney. Not true. It was simply meant to confuse. And that still is going on. You take a look at the world. There are so many things going on in so many places. All of it intended to confuse you. And at this point, it's having its effect. So you see the guy laying down 3 swords in his over his head, his upper torso. He's stopping thinking. He's closing those ideas, but he still has 1 sword alongside. He's open to the truth. But for now, he just needs a timeout. Stop thinking. Stop thinking, or at least slow it down quite a bit. Right next to him, we got the Seven of Wands, and Seven of Wands. While you're talking about slowing down with the thoughts, you are talking about being a little more active in terms of defining what you want your life to be. You're a little more defiant. You're ready to take a stand. You're ready to take the offensive in your life, to take charge. But you need some downtime. You need some time to just stop thinking and maybe start feeling. You're ready. You're ready to make a move. You're ready. It is time to go. You know it. Somehow, some way in your life, you're ready to take on whatever challenge there is. But you need a break. And the holidays are certainly a great time to do that. Next card over, we have the Page of Pentacles. Pages are always changing the storyline. Page of Pentacles, very practical. What you're doing is you are looking to redefine what's important to you. Up until this point, you have allowed other people to tell you what is important. And you believed it. But it was their thoughts, their ideas. It didn't fit with you, but you went, it can't go on long. And you're understanding now it could go on the rest of your life. And so you're coming to a conclusion saying, wow, I have to take charge of my life. I'm tired of just sitting here being a victim of bad news, unfulfilled promises. Time to go. Time to restart my life somehow, some way, in some aspect. Tired of being a victim. And the final card, the bottom row, is the world. It's completion. It's integration. It's wholeness. That's what you're looking for in your life. Wholeness. Have the parts and pieces fit together better, because right now they don't. You have given up your life in many regards for peace. You found out you didn't get peace. But you did give up a large part of your life, large part of controlling your life. You got to stop. You know that. And so that's what the World card tells you. It is time for wholeness, for unity, for integration. Have your life make sense to you. Alrighty. Up top, Ace of Cups. Ace of Cups, very simple. It's emotional strength. Okay? It's having the courage to go, okay, I got to go. I have to restart. I have to take charge of my life. I want this wholeness, this unity, this connectedness. But to move forward, I got to love myself. Because remember, it all begins and ends with us individually. We don't have it. We can't give it. You don't love yourself. You can't love anybody else. You're understanding that much better. And the idea of loving yourself, appreciating yourself, is critical for you to move forward. Next card over is the Five of Pentacles. Five of Pentacles is a very disheartening card. Now, not so bad in this one, although it carries elements, but the original Rider-Waite, very, very tough card. Talks about poverty, lack, hardships, hopelessness, uncertainty. And you see in the Rider-Waite card, people walking what appears to be in front of a church, lights are on, but they don't go in. Why? It's their choice. They can go in. Why don't they? Because they don't love themselves. They don't appreciate themselves. They don't have that Ace of Cups energy. And they just surrendered. And that's kind of what each of us have done over the past few years. Just surrendered. Just capitulated. How long can it go on? Well, you're finding out. Maybe the rest of your life. And there are complications even with that idea. So at this point, you're becoming to the point of realizing that you have walked past an opportunity for change. Didn't intend to. You were trying to do the right thing, but you walked past it. Now you realize it's time to go, time to move on. And to do that, you have to love yourself. Because that's one thing you have not been getting from the world over the past few years, most especially. Anything but love of self. So we skip the middle card. We'll get to that. That's the final card in the reading. We go to the Two of Swords. Again, it's the swords are thoughts, ideas. You are making a decision about something. Twos are always decision. You got this and you got that. Which one do you take? At this point, kind of a stalemate. Kind of a stalemate. But I think that's starting to change, because up to this point you have avoided the truth. You did what you were supposed to do. You did what you were told. You did what they wanted you to do, and you found out it didn't work out so well. It was their ideas, not your ideas, but in effect it was kind of your ideas because you went along. Time to go. Time to go. Time to move on. The final card, upper row, Knight of Pentacles. Knights always bring gifts. Knight of Pentacles, of course, no exception. They're thorough, they're practical, realistic, consistent, hard worker, just really digging in. Now, as with all Pentacles, it's kind of slow moving, but you're tired of resisting. You thought it was valuable, you thought it was a pentacle. Oh, this is good for me, so I'm going to listen to them. And you're finding out it's no good for you, and you're done listening. Not exactly sure what your destination will be, but you realize it's time to go. And the final card, vice versa card, facing forward up top. Very simple. It's the Knight of Pentacles. Knight of Pentacles. Page of Pentacles just below it, as you see on the screen, but the Knight of Pentacles, final card, in the middle. Basically, it's understanding your self-worth, right? That's the deal. That's the whole situation. You finally get it. You're not willing to compromise anymore on your self-worth. You're not willing to sell short just because. You're not willing to go along to get along because you know that that's not going to happen. It's abundantly clear. It's time to go. So you're going to spend the holiday weekend or holidays in kind of a restful state. You may even close off a lot of the data and information. You may not watch a lot of news. You want to reflect. You want to turn inward. You want to love yourself. Critically important. Love and respect and value yourself, because it is time to go. You can't stay. You know it. You can't stay. Time to go. Same thing here. We're done with the tarot reading for today. Back tomorrow again with another tarot manifesting reading. Hope you're with me. It's always better when we're together. But if not, between now and the next time, of course, that you and I have a chance to do tarot together, to manifest tarot together. Always, 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 always. Peace and blessings.